Charles Oliver, otherwise known as Coach O, here at the AAU Junior Olympic Games. Charles is the national chair and the meet director of the AAU Junior Olympic Games for the last 17 years. It's an exciting time to be here again in 2024. What's the feeling right now for you?
This is an amazing feeling. We've got almost 13,000 athletes from all over the United States. I think we've got 44 states represented. We've got Puerto Rico in here. Puerto Rico brought 110 athletes. They brought 200 parents. So we've got people from all over the country.
And I think the representation is huge here. I think 44 states are represented on the athlete side, yes. 29 states are represented from officials. I mean, how does AAU Junior Olympic Games embody sort of a diverse network of people coming to these games?
Well, the main thing is we said we're a developmental program. You know, we try to reach out, have a program that encompasses developmental aspects for all of the youth. And we had a race walk clinic there this morning. And we've got some of the top race walk clinicians, you know, in the country. One of our parents was chosen as a race walk official for Paris. And it came down to whether he was going to end up going to Paris or he was going to come with the team here. And I'm a granddad, so I understand that when I looked up and saw him, I was like, Paris or grandkids? Paris didn't have a shot. But there again, the whole point is the fact of, you know, we try to be a program, a grassroots program, to be the foundation of what's going on in this country in our sport. And then also we're reaching out to officials from all over the country. We got officials from Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, you know, here, you know, with us also.
Huge year, as you just mentioned. It's an Olympic year. The Paris Games start in August. And as we look, you know, a little bit into the history of AAU as a developmental, you know, event, we have over 40 athletes at the Olympic Games for Team USA. What does that say about like where maybe their careers start here?
We're so ecstatic about the fact of, like I said, we're a developmental, you know, program. We got 46 athletes, I think 22 men, 24 women over in Paris that they say on a regular basis, like Noah and Josepha Lyles, you know, they tell you on a regular basis that they started their program here, you know, with AAU track and field. And as we are saying that we are a developmental program, and everybody's talking about, okay, the thing for the whole year has been the road to Paris, you know, culminating with the Olympic Games and stuff like that. We've had 80 qualifying meets to get here to Greensboro, North Carolina. And when you're talking about the road to Paris comes to AAU track and field. One of our mottos is, your track and field career starts here. Your track and field career starts here with AAU track and field.
Now, it's going to be an incredible meet. 8 days of straight track and field coverage starting today and tomorrow with multis and race walk. I know there's a lot of events. Is there any particular events that you get excited for every year? Or obviously it's a huge meet, but what kind of strikes, you know, your interest the most when you look at sort of what's possible on the event side?
Well, you asked me any event that strikes my interest. I try not to pick an event because, you know, we got an entire program, but you asked an old quarter miler what event, you know, strikes his fancy. I was fortunate and blessed enough that when I was competing, I ran in 2 Olympic trials. I finished 8th in the 76 Olympic trials, 7th in the 80th Olympic trials. Was not selected to go to the Olympic Games because at that time they took the top 6. And the top 6 ran the relay rounds. Now you'll go 10, 12, you know, athletes and put them on the rounds and stuff like that. I have 2 Olympic gold medalists on my, you know, staff here. So you ask me what event strikes my fancy or whatever, it's the 400 meters. But again, you know, what we try to do, have a comprehensive program. I talked about, you know, the race walk, you know, clinic that we've got going on. We have some of the top, you know, some top pole vaulters, you know, here. One of the things I'm also excited about, a lot of our officials, they do the NCAA championship, you know, the SEC, Big Ten, ACC, you know, so I try to have a broad-based platform to where we are giving love to all of the events. We try not to leave anybody out.
I have to ask you one last question, and this has to deal with the quarter mile, the 400 meters. We have an Olympian this year who's 16 years old, who's in the relay pool. His name's Quincy Wilson. He ran at AAU in 2021 in Houston. I have to ask you about Quincy Wilson. What are your thoughts on this incredible teenager?
I think he's an unbelievable, talent, and I really enjoy watching him. So proud of the fact that, like I said, he is an AAU alumni. It's hard to put his name and 16-year-olds and alumni in the same doggone sentence, because obviously he's still young enough to be here and be a part of our program, but for obvious reasons, parents are, here. But he's an unbelievable talent. I'm really excited to watch what he's going to do at the Olympic Games. And I don't know how many gold medals that I think this young man is going to come back and put at home with his AAU medals.
Love it. Stay tuned for more coverage of the AAU Junior Olympic Games on Mile Split and FloTrack the whole week. We will be talking with Charles a couple more times through the course of the next 8 days. So stay tuned. We'll have that for you. Thanks for watching.